everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to your Bronzepony Wrap Up for May 2026. So if you're new to these wrap-ups, at the end of each month, I share a video featuring a few projects we've made recently, along with some fun projects from the past. So I number each project on the screen and include the matching tutorial in the description box below the video if you'd like to make it yourself. So let's take a look back at May project. Okay, we're going to start with an oldie but goodie. This is the City Lights Bracelet 2.0. Now we have a City Lights bracelet that's totally different where it's just the same stitch and then I just went on with it, but I couldn't find it. So I'll keep looking for it and maybe we'll have it in the next wrap up. But here is the bracelet, and isn't that pretty? And this is reversible. So here's one side. So it's just a little bit different, but I think you can really see the difference there. And then here's the earring. That's also reversible. Of course, you have to take the ear wire off to reverse them. But here you go. So here's City Lights 2.0. A lot of you made this, and it was just a blast to make. Now, just a note, the videos that are really older, I was learning how to, video things back then, so it may not be as great a video, but I think you can get through it. All right, there you go. Okay, next up we have the In the Garden bracelet and In the Garden earrings, and these were so much fun to make. This was brick stitch, and we did around this little spacer bead. Now I got a lot of requests for a necklace, which I tried and I couldn't get a good necklace out of it, but I think now that I've been beading for a while, and I think I can actually make a necklace. So I'm going to try it again. So one really fun thing about this was that we made a clasp out of a ring. So we just took one of these rings and brick stitched around it. So we made the toggle ring for the toggle bar. Isn't that cool? That was a lot of fun. All right, so here you go, In the Garden pieces. Okay, next up we have the Tiara series, and this is the bracelet, the pendant, and the earrings. So we'll look at each one. So here's the bracelet. Aren't these colors gorgeous? The Pacific Opal, stunning. This is using one of those crystals that's in a setting, and you know how much I hate those, but I really had fun making these. And I'll use more of them in the future, but here you go. Here's the bracelet. Those are cushion cuts, by the way. And look at the pendant. Isn't this pretty? I love the pendant. Now, the original pendant, for some reason, I lost it. I can't find it, and that was my cat's food dropping from the feeder. So I remade it, and I changed it a little bit. When I did the original here, I just put stitch in the ditch around it. And you could even make this, do more around the edge. So I think it helped having this around the edge, putting a little extra in. And when I connected the chain here, the pearls, I put a little pearl right there. But you can do anything. You put pearls here. You can always go back and look at pieces and add to them, right? All right, so there is the pendant. Okay, and here are the earrings. And the earrings are just, have the same component as the bracelet, and of course the pendant has the component from the bracelet, so we're definitely going with, if not exactly matching. So here you go. Here are your tiara pieces. Okay, next up we have the cherry blossoms pieces, and this is my latest video, and I love these colors. These are so pretty. This was from a Eureka Crystal Beads collection. I think Songbird Blossoms. Am I right on that? I hope so. It was a most recent collection. And so here we go. Got lots of super duos, mini duos. We've got some bugle bees. And I just made the earrings. And the earrings are a little different component. You can make a pendant out of this too. But on the back, we put structure on the back. So when you're wearing it, it's not going to flop around. And it's going to stay nice and rigid. So that's so important when you're making, a drop earring, that it doesn't collapse. Right, here you go. So here are your cherry blossoms pieces. Take a close look at the Wild West collar necklace. Now, I've shown this before, but I don't think I've done anything close up. So here, this is actually the back of the necklace, but it came out so pretty that I made it reversible. The only thing that's not reversible is this little charm, but you can get a charm that's reversible. So this is actually the back. So I wear this as the front, just depending on my mood. But here is the actual front. Get it around here. So here's the actual front of the piece. So I just thought this was really fun, and you see how the this little charm, connector charm, it's finished on the front. So really pretty, such a great one for the summer. I wore this the other night going out to dinner. Just so much fun. Okay, next up is the Petals and Light necklace. And we'll take a look at both of them. So here's what the one in, this is the burgundy, I think they're called burgundy crystals. Isn't that pretty? I love this. It reminds me of something in a vintage shop. Loving. And then I did it in the turquoise and blue, and I think this just looks just like summer to me. So there you go. Here are your petals and light pieces. Next up we have the summer heat earrings and the summer heat earrings embellishment. So I did these summer heat earrings, the brick stitch around these metal rings, and then we embellished them in another video, so I'll link both. But I think these are so pretty for the summer, and it was so much fun pulling them out and, you know, looking at them again. This was also a while ago, but brick stitch is so pretty, isn't it? And I love these, you know, these would be gorgeous for a wedding. That'd be so, so pretty. Love the white with the little pearls around it. So nice. And if you're not one for, you know, super long earrings, we just did it without the extra, you know, the extra piece at the top. I mean, these are so light and fun. I think you just wear them anytime. Just so summery. And look at this really big one. This was fun too. So lots of fun with the summer heat earrings. Okay, next up we have a couple of fun pieces here. So this is a Mascari reversible bracelet. So we made this bracelet, and then I just decided to make it reversible. So either way, you can wear it either way. Just fun, you know, just sort of summery fun. And I put a whole bunch of charms, well, not a whole bunch, a few charms at the end. And these charms that I have are from they're from a little jewelry jar that I bought at Goodwill. This one isn't. This one I think is a tiara cast, but this one is. So I have a whole bunch of these fun little charms. And then this one is the caterpillar bracelet. And this is, it's a beaded bead, and I just put it together with some, I got fuzz all over there, with some chain. So we took a beaded bead and put it together and made a pretty little bracelet out of it. Okay, here's your Bronzepony Wrap Up for May 2026. And I think they're really pretty. I love the older pieces. If you've been with me a long time, I bet you really enjoyed seeing those again. Some of them, this was a bit challenging. If you're new, I hope you take a look at some of the tutorials and see what you think. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.